In this video, you will see overpowered MC, dark-skinned elf waifu, and incest. As usual, the title of this manga will be in the pinned comment below. Everyone who reaches the age of 15 in this world shall appraise their skills at the church. In other words, the fate of one's future entirely depends on if the RNG gods favoured them. Today we set our eyes on Klaus Noldor, the protagonist of this story. His skill is identified as auto mode. Such otherworldly words have never been heard before, leaving the entire audience utterly confused, wondering if it is a unique skill. Apparently, no one has ever had a unique skill, which will likely make our MC desired by all parties around the world. Drowning in the infinite possibilities, the MC fantasizes about just how many bitches he is going to have. However, this is not that type of story. Author Sama conveniently inserts a time skip to when Klaus is 18 years old, which may enable paid content later on. Wink wink.
Yeah, boy.
In these 3 years, Klaus is able to figure out what exactly his skill auto mode does. At level 1, it enables auto return, allowing MC to return home from anywhere. At level 2, he can auto travel between any places he has visited before. It is worth mentioning that during the auto pilot episodes, Klaus will lose consciousness until the objective has been met, meaning that to others around him, he will still physically travel. Meanwhile, this loser keeps complaining having such a useless skill is the reason he is stuck in low tier in the past 3 years. Any true gamer would know just how important fast travel is when farming and grinding for gears. Truly an amateur. Throughout the years, Klaus has been called a parasite and a lech in different parties. However, instead of yielding to his weakness, he decided to take out his anger on friendly neighborhood goblins. Just look at how harmless he is. Bing, bing, bang, bang, swoosh. Unfortunately for the goblin, the MC has sent him to Jesus, or whoever the god is in this world. After resting a bit, Klaus carves out the goblin's magic ball as a reward and remarks that his ball is larger than usual, before proceeding to break the ball and sucking it dry. With this battle, the protagonist reached level 11, reinstating his status as a legendary failure, since any other person would have reached level 50 by now. Klaus brings his finger towards the status board and attributes status point under his talent auto mode, unlocking a mysterious level 3 skill. Before the skill reveals itself, the boy swears to RNG gods and puts his virginity on the line for a useful skill. Unfortunately, no one wants to collect his pathetic V card. Once again, he received a seemingly useless skill, auto resource collection. At this stage, the doo-doo still hasn't figured out just how OP his skill is, only thinking of it as an acorn gathering perk. One depression episode later, the loser slaps his butt and decides to go home. The next time Klaus regains consciousness, he is already at home. "Hello, Oni-chan, I am incest," said Klaus's little sister Liz in an excited voice. Liz ushers Klaus into the house and take a bath before serving him dinner. The MC proceeds to enjoy a hot dinner prepared with love, while being serviced like a king. It appears that despite MC's best efforts to hide his disappointment, a little sister can always tell when her brother's mood is down. Klaus apologizes for being a useless sandbag for not bringing back enough to support the family. It is worth mentioning that both of their parents conveniently ended up missing for the plot. Oh my, I am not in Alabama, but I sure am on my way there now. It seems like something is rising in our boy, and it is not the shield hero. Before the plot thickens, Liz kindly reminds the MC that she is still a minor, so she cannot engage in any adult activities. Liz further promises to take care of her worthless brother if she ends up awakening a useful skill. Oh goodness me. To mask her embarrassment, Liz rushes out to find their parents, but there are no parents to be found. An Alabama session is exactly what Klaus needs to bounce back from depression. It has taken him a while, but Klaus finally starts to see the true potential of AFK farming. Such skill enables him to turn off his brain and gather any materials he desires within a specified range. With a menu, he is able to see all the materials within his vicinity. Other than that, he can further specify the amount of items he wishes to collect, and the menu will display the amount of time required to finish the job. An herb gathering job that will typically take much longer is easily completed in just over 8.5 minutes. The MC then proceeds to find some Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson herbs, and wonders what happens if he is able to gather legendary rarity grasses. Apparently, Google Map gave him an ETA of 127 hours on foot, which lead our boy to kindly f*** off. But at this moment, MC realizes that he still has a brain installed and decides to use it. What if he walks into a resource-heavy area? Will that mean he gets to gather all the materials he desires? To validate his theory, Claus arrives at Wailing Gorge. He found a peculiar rare grass only 23 minutes away. The next time he opened his eyes, he found a radish from Walmart in his hands. However, just before the MC can celebrate his accomplishments, a loud roar disrupts him. It was a B-rank rock lizard way beyond Claus's normal capability. Just when he is wondering if he is done for, he suddenly remembers none other than the love of his life: incest. There is no way the MC is leaving Liz alone in Isekai, Alabama. Suddenly, Claus notices something very strange going on. The lizard stopped attacking as seems to be afraid of something. He soon realized that the Walmart radish is causing the lizard's fear, before hoisting it up in the air. Since he was AFK when obtaining the radish, his ears were spared by the intolerable screaming. The screaming of a mandragora will drain one's life forces. The MC grabs a dagger and lunges at the staggering rock lizard. As a splash of blood flashes, the battle is over with Claus standing victorious once again. As we arrive at another peaceful morning, our focus shifts towards oh my. Sorry, where was I? There are two very big reasons why we should focus on such an important character. This young lady with a monocle is the guild receptionist Tarine. The side characters attempt to take away more of our screen time, but Tarine Senpai tells them to politely
滚出去,
which means to f*** off in Chinese. As the topic of their conversation shifts toward the protagonist of our story, the homeboy shows up, loaded with gears. He is now a level 19 adventurer after defeating the Earth Lizard. This unusual appearance has attracted the attention of all the receptionists, including the one from Tarine. The MC explains where he has been for the past few days, as well as how he came across the Earth Lizard. Finally, he presents the Mandragora. Thud. The ground breaks from the sheer thickness of Tarine. She politely asks Claus to the back of the office for lovely tea time. Invited by a beauty like Tarine, the MC has no choice but to agree. In the Guildmaster's room, we see an old lady Salazar, who is the guildmaster of this establishment. She explains that a mandragora is not easily obtained, and wonders where Claus could have possibly found it. Our boy did not disclose the details of his skills since he is afraid his power will leave these sheer mortals crumbled for days. He simply explains that he encountered one by pure chance. However, this is hardly convincing, as both the guildmaster and Booba did not seem to buy the excuse. Outside of the guild office, the MC is proud of his rewards for the expedition, along with the many other miscellaneous rewards. The guildmaster also offered him 250 gold coins, or 13 magic stones for the mandragora. Claus took the magic stone as his goal is to raise his level as fast as possible. What the MC doesn't know is that the two are suspicious of MC's luck and decides to keep an eye on him for the time being. Meanwhile, like a true grinder, our boy is already at the next farming location for that S-tier loot. When Claus is busy farming and being psychotic for talking to himself aloud, a dark shadowy figure reveals herself as a dark elf waifu, following our boy. She has finally asked the question all of us wonder: why is the MC talking to himself all this time? The dark elf waifu related to Tarine is named Tierra, who is sent by Tarine to keep an eye on the MC. We know we are in a fantasy world when she confidently strolls around the mineshaft when wearing nothing but a lingerie and a cape, once again proving that the less you wear, the more defensive stats you possess. Damn, if I were the monster, I would gladly be crushed between those thighs. Tierra lost sight of the MC for a brief moment before finding out that our boy is speed running the mineshaft, getting over its style. Despite being a medium-rank adventurer, the elf waifu can hardly keep up with speed hack MC. The next time Claus opens his eyes, he sees 20 large glowing balls in front of him, leaving him needing 180 more before he can turn in the quest. As a man of culture, our boy is very excited by large and larger balls, and in no time he is able to complete the quest. For one last time, he decides to test his luck and see if there is any S-rank material within his vicinity, and there it is, the S-rank ball, the king of all balls. Apparently mages would pay a lot of money just to have a large ball hanging around their staff. Claus lets out an uncontrollable celebration of joy, which made Tierra wonder if he has escaped from a psych ward. On the other hand, the MC is left puzzled if he should pursue the rare item or not. Last time he went for a rare item, he was almost killed by a earth lizard. He convinced himself that now he is level 27, he should be able to handle most trouble and decided to proceed with his plan. And there he goes, gone with the wind. Unfortunately for the MC, an elite undead attack them because he obviously wants a piece of that dummy thick cake. What happens next? Will they be okay? For anyone interested in the story, you can continue reading from chapter 4. Again, the name of the manga is in the pinned comment below. We upload weekly, so if you enjoyed our content and would like to support us, leave a like and a subscribe. Thank you for watching until now. Have a nice week, everyone.